welcome back to another episode of Talking with Rafael with your host Rafael, and you're in the Erwin Show with your host Erwin. What up, dude?
What's going on, Rafael? Another new week, another show, episode 68. But
Let's
before we
go.
continue, before we go on to the next, please make sure you hit the like button, share this video, subscribe to our YouTube channels as well. Also, we have our IGs included and our Twitter accounts right below the screen, right here. If you guys can see it right below us. And we are happy to be back here for another great episode here today. Rafa, how was your weekend, man? How you doing?
Whew. Uh, a little sore, bro. A little sore.
Yeah.
So I don't know what happened, but either I woke up, I slept wrong or something, but my shoulder is hurting, dude.
Mm,
My shoulder, like my right shoulder, is hurting bad.
yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see. Just like everyone said, make sure you hit the like button, comment down below. Let us know what you want us to talk about, and share with your friends and family. Let us know what's going on. Without further ado, Erwin, how was your weekend?
It was good, man. Chill, chill. Just, spend some time with little guy that's right behind me right now. If you guys don't see him, you might see his head popped out here and there. He's actually currently playing Fortnite. He's trying to get his Fortnite built
Oh,
out here. So
let me expand the
he's out there
vision.
in the screen.
As
If
you
you
can
guys see in
see
the screen of
there.
the TV, he's out here. I told him, okay, you can play. Just keep it low. So if you guys get a little, that's the action going on right behind me. So
What
that's him
is
right
it
here. He gets
you
too
want?
competitive,
Absolutely
way too
nothing.
competitive.
Yeah, I can see that, man. Yeah, I played with Alaric before. He gets competitive.
Mhm.
I mean,
Oh yeah.
he's better than Erwin for sure when he plays, but
Build
Erwin
on builds,
slacks.
bro. On builds, that's a different story. Building, he's just a different animal, man. This dude, I showed today earlier, he was playing. I was like, dude, I can't take turns
Mhm.
on builds. I hate that game playing builds, bro. But he actually got like I think 12, 13 kills. I think that game. Like, dude, I'll give you that. But no,
Let's go.
he's getting
Hey,
better at
what's
it.
his ad? Does he have his own ad, or does he use his profile?
No, he uses my own profile, but pretty much he takes over the Fortnite himself. So
Hmm.
he's actually plays that. When he does that, he's been kind of being very creative on the games in there. There's a couple creativity on that Fortnite game with him. So I let him do his own thing and just take it from there. Whatever he decides to do. He doesn't like to play like regular matches. He likes to do this whole building stuff, all these maces and things like that. And that bores me. Honestly, I'm like, dude, that's too boring for me. I don't like that. I like the quicker, faster pace. And yeah, I don't I don't
Yeah.
like that. I don't like that one
Happy
bit.
birthday, Enzo.
Happy birthday,
Let's
Enzo. You
go.
got the birthday wishes out here, bro. Can you say
Look at
thank you?
that, man.
Yeah, look at that. They say happy
What?
birthday from Aaron AM.
Let's go.
Let's
So let me
go.
ask you this: what did you do for his birthday? Because his birthday was last week
So
on a
on
Thursday.
Thursday,
So.
actually went out with his mom. He went out with his mom bowling and stuff like that. And then he actually wanted to kind of have like a
Mhm.
family activity with us here. He's been falling with that game Monopoly a lot lately. He's been doing that with the Monopoly. And if we have time later today, Larry, you want to go bowling? Yeah. Okay. So that was waiting for that. So he likes to go
All
bowling. He's
right.
actually pretty damn good at the bowling stuff. So it was pretty chill. I don't know. He just kind of likes that kind of stuff. He did get some shoes. He got some gifts for his grandma too. Yeah, and he has a bunch of balloons here in the room right now. So I'm looking at them right now. So he has a bunch
Dope,
of stuff here
dope.
right now. So yeah, he had fun. Just turned 8, crazy little
Let's
attitude,
go.
So shit, it was fun. He's been wanting to play with one of my boys' sons. So I'm waiting for him to let me know when he's ready so we can go. So he's been wanting to
Um,
go with him. So just give him some time.
that's the cool, man. What did he say?
I don't know. I think he's talking to somebody in the mic.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have a lot of interruptions today due to Alaric playing that game, and that's all right, dude. This is a family show, aka not really, just because we do swear a fucking a lot.
There it is.
Point proven. Yep. So thank you so much for tuning in, and today we have a special topic to discuss about learning to let go. And one of the things is that uh, we have scenarios in our life where we need to learn to let go, and and when to identify those situations on learning to let go. So without further ado, I think Erwin does have somewhat of a story that he would like to share, and we're gonna kind of like explain the things that goes with learning to let go, so that way we can kind of like show you what we do in order to let go. Erwin, let's go. You're muted. You're muted, bro.
Sorry.
There you go.
There's certain things in your life, for example, that you can control and you can't not control. There's
Hmm.
certain things that you have to understand that you have to kind of let go and then beat yourself about it. And you can't beat yourself about that. And it's hard. It is hard for
Yeah.
people to do that because sometimes it overwhelms them and it gets them into a point of life where it's like you can't really do much about it. But if you have control of things that you have the option to change and to make better for yourself and try to make things worthy for yourself, something that you can, change the way you are, change you want to be, what is that you want in your life, and so on. It's the way that you kind of make yourself in a position you feel uncomfortable because you're so comfortable in your zone and you want to make that change, which is sometimes is very stressful for you, such as like you can't let go of that. You got to fix a way until you feel better about yourself. However, if the tables turn around and there's something inside of your control based on
Hmm.
work base, things that you don't have control, like like your work base, your relationships, your love life, whatever it is, if you feel like the other person is not putting the time and effort to things like that, work is not giving you any opportunities to move on to something else, you have a certain control to a point by putting your opinion out there. And with work base, you have your point to say, this is what I want to be. You're letting them know, hey, I want to be somewhere else in my life, or I want to be creative about things and stuff like that. I want to make sure you guys are getting to know this kind of stuff. I want to make sure you know that I'm putting myself out there for you. Why are you laughing, punk? What are
Because I
you
can see
laughing?
your arm going like
Yeah,
this,
because it's
like
just
shut
being
up.
crazy. I know because it has the headphones on, and what I'm saying about other things is like in experiencing relationships and trying to get into something new. If somebody doesn't put the time and effort to something, you don't have control over that. If somebody doesn't feel
Hmm.
the same way about things, even though you express your emotions to somebody or you say something about somebody else, they probably don't deserve you. So why break your head and stress about shit that you don't have control over? Things that you can make decisions for somebody else. If somebody else wants to make something different, then fuck it. That's it. Just move on. There's a lot of things out there in life that you can actually continue to better yourself, and you don't need to have somebody besides yourself and people that actually care for
Hmm.
you and looking out for you to try to push you to be a better person. Then that's what you really should focus on, because you can only control your portion of your side. You can control what you want from your side, either way, whatever it is. But it's something you don't have control
Yeah.
over. You can't stress about shit like that. Does that make sense? What I'm trying to get at?
Sort of. Let me go ahead and break it down because I think you said a few things that we can actually control and and we can manage it, but there's other things that we cannot control. For example, I'm gonna use AM's example here. I always end up calling my ex when I'm drunk. So, dude, you can erase that number from your phone if that makes sense, unless you have a kid with your ex. But if you don't, you can actually erase that number, and it will be better for you unless you memorize that phone number.
Hmm.
Then it's one of the things that is out of your control. Whenever you delete a number, that's part of your being in control. So delete the number. Make sure that you don't call her again. Like, what's the point of going back with your ex unless you get some at the end of the day? Then shit. It
I
does pay.
mean,
It does pay.
in a
But if
way.
you, but if you're like, I don't know, I just feel that there's things that we can't control. We cannot control. Let's see. Jay Contreras. Let's see. I do too, but I think we just need 30 days of detox from them. Very true.
You know,
Uh,
that scenario is crazy, don't you think? When you actually like
a
having a
30
breakup with
day
somebody,
detox.
I like the
30
emoji
day
at the end
detox.
with the crying faces. Y volver, volver, volver. No, and I see that point because I feel
Mhm,
like after a certain amount of time, after you give yourself amount of
mhm,
time, you start seeing things differently. I think the sooner you do it, the better for yourself. And
But I think it's something that is teachable at a young age to learn to let go of things that you cannot control. Though
of course, of
it's
course.
just as a as a parent or as an adult figure, we have to be the ones. If we know how to let go of things, we have to be the ones teaching them on how to let go of things.
Hmm.
Um, but go ahead, dude.
Don't you think sometimes it's kind of like you have to have a reminder, like somebody else has to kind of remind you, even though that you clearly know that you know what you're supposed to do, but sometimes
Mhm.
you get into your zone and you just randomly just pick up some random thought comes into your head, and you're like, "Fuck, man, I need to do this. I need to do
It
this."
depends
It
because
just
it can
you
also
know,
be discipline, dude. It can be
yeah.
like the self discipline within you. Like if it's something that you constantly find yourself like for example, I have control of myself stopping creating scenarios in my head. So like when you're in your 9 to 5 job and you submit a time off like, hey, I need this time off to do whatever it is. Um but then you run a scenario in your head, what if my boss says no on this time off? And then you start creating the scenario like, no, like this is not. Then you start creating like, no, I'm not asking for permission, I'm letting you know I'm not going to be here. And then you start running that scenario, and next thing you know, you've been 30 minutes with running a scenario of what if he said no. And then at the end of the day, the supervisor is like, yeah, you can have it off. So you went through all that stress inside your head for no reason.
Overthinking that
that
shit, bro.
that is something that you can control and you can let go. It's something that you can like process on like, hey, I need to stop this scenario. My supervisor hasn't said shit. I don't even know if it's a yes or no, and I gotta move on. D- does that make sense?
No, it does make sense. And that if that's the case, fucking call out sick. Fuck it. Worst case scenario. I mean, I'm being honest and shit. I mean, for those, I'm just saying, if that's the case and you're giving them enough time in advance, it's just kind of, and I think
Yeah,
that's something that,
but 90% of the time we're going based on the scenario that I just created, though.
hmm
You see what I mean? We're
hmm
going off assuming that the supervisor is gonna say no, but at the end of the day, we're 90 or 95% of the time the supervisor say yes, and you got the
yeah,
time off. And see, we're already creating that scenario in our head, like, oh, I remember when the supervisor said no to me, and I was like, hell no.
you you know what though? Here's the thing though, like you
Mm,
apply for a job, right? And you apply for the
correct.
job, so you have your times off. So they respectfully have to respect your time off. They have to be able to take that. They have to respect that because you know what? You deserve the time for yourself. You can break. It's like this. An example. If you can miss work for one day and he has to go to work, what can he do it? What is one day going to kill you compared to 365 days? Well, let's cut it off with the holidays. You would rather lose somebody that's good and valuable,
Mhm.
or would you rather just, give them the time off? Because people can get really pissed off about shit like that would work. People can get really offended about shit like that. It's fucked up. Like, okay, you give this person this days off, but I can't take this. I want to give you 2 months in advance. You get what I'm saying? It's just like
But that's the
sometimes
thing,
these works
though.
are really
Did
fucked
you
up,
ever
bro.
get? Did you ever had a rejection
No,
like that where you submitted 2 months off, like
no,
two
no.
months in advance?
No, they try
They
to make me
usually
change
approve it.
that shit. They try to make that change because, oh, we can't do this because we have this coverage. That's not my problem. I'm sorry. I asked for the time off.
Oh
You should have
shit!
planned that in ahead. I mean, if you already know 2 months in advance, they ask you to at least give you 2 weeks. I'm giving you 2 months in advance. I'm just saying that hasn't happened to me,
Mm, mm.
you know.
Okay,
But
okay, so it hasn't happened to you though.
no, no. But that's the case,
Okay, so it's something that you created in your head then,
Oh yeah,
or is it
hell
some?
yeah,
It says okay, so that's the thing though. It's something you created in your head. It's a make believe. It's a fantasy world that you
yeah.
should let go. You should, because that mentality right there is pissing you off. Am I right? It's getting you upset. It's probably raising your blood pressure right now. So,
No, I'm actually calm right now.
even if your blood pressure is like 124, it's probably raise it up to 125. I'm not saying like you're gonna have a heart attack or something,
No,
but
no.
like it's getting you upset to the point where like, yo, I'm stressing about my supervisor say no instead of
hmm
letting go, letting it happen. If it
hmm
happens where the supervisor does say no,
Mhm.
then you already have a plan on like, yo, I really need this time off. I already submitted it 2 months ago. Like, there's no going back. Usually, the supervisor, once they like approves it that you can have the time off, there's no going back. It's already on the system.
Right.
So whether they like it or not, they cannot do shit like that.
Yeah, but just worst case
Let's
scenario
go.
for the listeners, well, let me just say this for
Yeah,
listeners, just in
let's see what
case.
the listeners are saying. Let's see. Mauricio is saying, "Oh, how many days should I get girls to take you before you put out?" I have no idea what.
How many days should I get to take you before you put out? How many days should I
Yo,
get take you before you put out? So he's asking
it
how many
depends.
days you dates.
What does that
How many
have
days? I
to?
mean, that's a good question. So think about it. So would it look
What does
good
that
for
have
the?
to do with let go though?
Hey, man, I don't know, but it's a question the listeners are asking. So that's what this is about. So
Yeah,
I'm okay with
I
answering that.
mean,
I mean, so
shit, man. Depends on the girl, dude.
what do you
That's
feel?
a
So you think
that's a
if you
question for a girl to answer. That makes sense because
no, why?
what do you mean? Like
No.
how?
How many dates? Okay, so say you go on a date
Uh
and
huh.
okay, you're into this person and all this shit, right? How
Okay.
many dates you have to go before she actually puts out like, hey, let's get down to business? Is what he's trying to ask. Maybe
Okay.
that's the word I'm getting.
So here's the thing, though. How? Why would I like? How would I know that? Does that make sense?
Well, so
Like
here's the
it
thing:
depends on
you're
the girl. The
investing
girl
your
will be
time
like,
on the girl. You're investing your time on the girl because there's nothing is free.
"That's
That's what
I understand that." But
right?
what girl is the girl gonna?
Okay,
Is
just
the
the girl
type of
that you like.
girl
Okay,
that
so
puts out like on the first
you
date, or is it
well,
the
that's what I'm
girl that
saying.
is gonna give me like a 90-day
How would you prefer?
fucking
How
rule?
would you rate a girl within the first night on the first date you go out? Would you feel okay with it? Would you, hey, I'm gonna get you up with the second date if she puts out on the first one, or would you move on to the next one? Well, he's trying to say how many
Oh
dates you
hell,
think would be a
I will
reasonable.
continue with the second date, dude. Depending on how good it was.
So
Why
you will
not?
be okay with that for the girl with the first date just put out.
If the
You will
girl
be okay.
puts out on the first date, why not?
Yeah. Okay.
Take her
So
out
you
on the
don't want.
second date. She probably gonna put out on the second date too.
So what if she tells you your body count is 50? What are you gonna do?
If she tells me her body count is 50,
What are you gonna do?
nothing. It doesn't matter to me.
So you would
Why
actually
would
say
I
you
ask that
like this girl.
question?
Say you actually like this girl. So you know
So
her body
why
count's
would I ask
50.
that question though?
No,
Like,
no, 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 no. He's
why will
asking a
you
question.
ask the body? Like, she just randomly puts it out like that? Then yeah, I'll be
There's some
like,
that
yo,
could.
why
There's
do
some
you
that
gotta
could.
tell
Depends
me
how the
like that?
conversation gets into it, Depends what the conversation gets into it. What if she asks you, hey, I'm really curious. I want to know what your body count is. What are you gonna
I'll be
say?
like, none of your business.
Oh well shit, well you have to now.
What do you mean I
What are you
have
gonna
to
say?
now?
So if she's
I don't have
asking,
to
you're gonna
do
switch the
shit.
conversation. Hmm.
I don't have to do shit.
Okay.
You
Okay.
see what I mean? Like, if she asked me, like, hey, I prefer to keep that privacy.
So how many dates should you go before a girl puts out?
How many dates?
Hmm.
It, I I think maybe 3 or 4, depending.
3 or 4 dates.
If you have it,
Okay.
it depends. Personally, I feel like it depends. It depends on the connection you have with that person. If you have a great connection with that person, then it shouldn't matter. I mean, eventually she's gonna put out. All right, AM, good one, Mauricio. I would really like to know. All
And he say, all right. Jay Contreras, what did he say?
right.
Let's see.
Jay says, then I'm doing this backwards. I only date girls after they put out, so I know if it is worth it. See
Shit.
what I mean?
Shit. Okay.
So it depends on the girl. On how many days should a girl take you out
Oh,
before you
see,
put
he
out?
rewarded himself. On how many dates
Okay.
should your girl take you out before you put out?
On 2023, girls are different now. That is
So I get
true.
that I'm telling you, bro, they're different. I wasn't the only one asking that. See, I told you that earlier in a couple episodes. I told you they're different now. There's some
Yeah,
scenarios. I
but
want to hear some
that's the
scenarios,
thing.
guys.
I'm a married man, dude. Like I
Y-
already got mine. Like
Yeah, you're been married for long.
uh, yeah,
Let's see the next one.
I will curve the girl real quick. Imagine someone applying for a job and they had to have 23 jobs. She
That's a
disqualified.
good fucking point.
Wait,
Exactly
what?
how he worded it. Cause what he's saying is this: he will curve the girl really quick. So imagine, right?
Mhm.
Someone applying for a job and they had
Correct.
23 jobs, dude. So 23 jobs in let's say fucking what, 2 years. dude,
Okay, if we're
that's a
talking
whole
about
bag.
jobs, that's actually pretty good. She has experience.
23, wait, 23 jobs in 2
If we're
years, Rafa,
talking
for
about
real?
wait.
My
If
boy,
we're
are
talking
you
about
okay?
jobs, like
It's giving
career
example,
jobs,
bro.
not blow jobs or anything like that, I'm okay with that.
No,
But
what? Listen.
if you cannot have that
Okay,
comparison, dude. You cannot have the
let me give.
comparison. That shit makes no sense.
Okay, so
Like,
here's an
yes,
example.
if she had 23 dudes before me
In 2 years,
in 2 years, shit, she's on a roll. I will definitely ask, like, hey, go, you got a good check before I fucking
what the
put it
fuck,
in, you
bro?
know?
Wow, wow. I mean,
What?
shit.
Wow, what? You're
I
telling me,
mean,
okay, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this,
okay, I'm gonna let you
and
talk,
to
and I want to say
everybody.
after something. Okay, go ahead. I want
No, but
to go ahead, bro.
let me ask you this.
Okay,
If you have a great connection with this person, and then like, you've been dating for a while, and she tells you her body count, but you have this great connection, you're gonna let that go?
bro.
You could be the last one too.
Okay, let me know when you're done, cause I want to say this. Okay,
No,
so
I'm asking you.
okay, so check this out. So
Did you heard
20.
my
Okay, so
question?
you're yeah.
Did you
So
heard my
I
question?
have a
Okay, then
connection
answer
with
my
this
question.
girl after 23 guys,
No, I'm
right?
not saying after 23 guys. I'm saying that you had you and this girl are dating.
Okay,
Let's say, and you've been dating for a minute, and then
okay.
I don't know where you guys are, like, either driving down to like your 23rd day or some shit like that, and I don't know where you both have started the conversation. Hey, by the way, and you guys tell each other's your body count, and she says, "I had 23 dudes
Holy shit. Okay, who's driving
at
first
the
of all?
same time."
Who's driving first of all? I want to know who's
Huh?
driving. Who's
You,
driving? Okay,
you.
I'm pulling the car, bitch. Get the fuck out. I'm sorry.
Why?
Why? What
Yeah,
makes you
why?
think she's not gonna do the same thing to you? What makes you think she wasn't dating somebody else when during the time you're dating somebody? What it makes you think she wasn't getting ran around, bro? Shoes like that, I'm gonna stop the car.
I don't know,
And the
man.
thing is this, no, I'm serious because it's like this. So girls feel offended about us guys doing the same thing, right? You have a high body count that feel offended about shit, right?
No,
They will
yeah,
feel offended.
but
So here's the thing though, like
mhm.
I start thinking there a lot of shit. In my
But
eyes,
let
I'm
me
like,
ask you this: what's your body count?
I don't even want to talk about that.
Ah,
I don't want to talk about
see what I
that.
mean? See what I
But no, what I'm
mean?
saying is
Like,
it's like this. It's understandable because the thing in a guy's point of view, in my point of view at least, if you
yeah,
see something like this happening to you, it makes you
uh huh,
wonder. So in the 2 years and this happens, you got the full conversation going. 2 years, 23 people, just like Jay Contreras said. It's like she had 23 jobs in
hmm,
2 years. It makes you feel you can't trust somebody, you can't rely on somebody, you can't depend on that person, you can't do anything. Because if something goes wrong
okay,
between you and her, something goes wrong between you and her at this point, what makes you think she's not gonna get pissed and fuck the first person that she meets randomly? I'm just saying it's just my scenario in my case. Because if it's 2 years, 23 people, that's quite a bit of time. That's a lot of people, bro. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Unless somebody's showing the loyalty, you know what they're doing, you know what's going on. And even then, like let's just say if it was a lower number than that, and it
and,
shows you the proven by fact and actually wants
but
to be
that's what I'm
somebody,
telling you.
you know,
That's what I'm telling you, dude. You just said it in your example. You gotta have this connection with your girl in order to, like, let it go. But it's out of your
preference would be right
control.
away.
What?
Preference would be right away to get to know.
So you would ask on the first date? That's a good question. Would you ask on the first date,
Maybe no the
what's your body
first,
count?
maybe the second date, maybe something like that,
Second
just
date?
because you want to, yeah, bro. Because the thing is, like, you don't want to put a time and effort to something like that. There's something, some shit's gonna happen. She's gonna get pissed at you, and then she's gonna walk away and fuck the first person she sees. No, bro, you don't want that shit. Well, then eventually that's gonna
Eh,
get you up. You know,
It's just like Mauricio says. It's like girls come up to guys now and they know what they
that
want.
is true. It is weird because that is true.
I can't even drink my beer without girls coming up to me. Llueve
Llueven
culos.
culos, le llueven culos, and I believe
In
that
today's
facts.
forecast,
That
it's a
is facts.
70% chance of llueve culos.
In today's
I love
forecast
that.
here in Salt Lake City, we have lloviendo culos 100% to
The
the
higher the
max.
number, the more unstable she is, and the more guys she will compare you to.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, definitely a good point.
I agree.
Depends on the girl, how stable or not.
But you get what I'm saying though, dude. It's like it's not being disrespectful to females. If you guys take it to the if the shoe fits,
No,
ladies,
no,
I'm
no, no, no.
sorry. I'm sorry, but I'm being straightforward with you guys.
No,
Is the
I
fact
get
is,
your point.
so just
Like a body count for a man versus a body count for a woman are two different things. I get
and
it.
if we flip the tables around, if we flip the tables around, how do you think girls will feel about that?
Oh, there will be disgust. It's like, oh, 23? Holy, ugh, you're nasty.
Let's see.
Plus, as men, I have to work to get sex dates, time, money, etc. Comes easy to a woman. Anything that comes easy is not respect.
So you're saying
Ooh,
you're a perro? Just
ooh,
kidding.
that's a good statement there.
That is a good statement, though.
All
You
right,
know,
let's see. Have you ever seen a girl by a table at the club? No,
no, I have not.
I have
That's a good
not.
point. I have never seen that.
Has a
AM
solid
has a
point.
point. AM has a solid point. No, and like I said, it's not being disrespectful to anything about anybody like that. I'm just saying it's just kind of concerning that it makes you concerned as a man's things like that. Like if you're doing this
Yeah,
and something goes fucking terribly wrong, everything goes down south, the first thing you're gonna do is, oh, I'm gonna hit up my backup. And then the backup's gonna be there. Oh, where the fuck have you
but
been?
yes, but you see, this is where it comes to learning to let go. You gotta let it go,
Okay,
bro.
so
Like if the girl like if you dating that girl and for some reason you guys get into a fight and she end up sleeping with someone else,
mhm,
you gotta let her go, dude,
okay.
and
So
let it go of that situation. Don't be mad.
that's why I think it's important that you right off the bat kind of bring shit up like that. Because the thing is, if you put your time and effort,
Mhm.
no, I'm just saying, if you put your time and effort to somebody and give your time, you go like you say, 23 dates, and the 23rd day you
But
already put your time and effort
but
on
sometimes
things
we're
like this.
talking about experience that we had in the previous. Does that make sense? Like you've been cheated on, right?
Me?
Yes, you.
Oh
Have
yeah,
you been
oh
cheated on?
yeah.
Okay. So you already have the perspective like, oh, she already cheated on me. If you and that girl get into a fight, am I
Okay,
right?
okay,
So you already have the perspective, but you knowing this girl, she let's say this girl is loyal. Like she dated those 23 dudes and she was loyal to those 23 dudes. And the reason that I'm not saying within the 2 year gap, I'm saying
okay. I
throughout.
was gonna say, damn.
Let's
Okay.
just say within the like a little bit longer than 2 year gap.
Mm,
But let's say that with those 23 dudes, she was loyal. It's just that she keeps getting cheated on.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So, I mean, take a look at this, dude. Like, let's put this in perspective. If a woman like Shakira gets cheated on, a girl like Carol G gets cheated on. Imagine that shit, bro. You see my point?
Well,
Like
yeah.
the
So here's the thing: the difference that I think you miss. This is what the difference is between those two things. You're in a relationship and you're loyal to somebody, and that's something you're being loyal to at this point.
Mhm.
It's one thing that you're actually being loyal, and they're being cheated. Of course, they're going to be in the back of their head. They're going to be thinking, "Well, what makes you
Yeah,
think he's going to be different?" I
and that's
get
how
that.
toxic
But
people
then you
are
just said it.
born.
A woman that's loyal is the most respectful thing for a guy. As somebody that actually be
Mhm.
honest with you is respectful as fuck. Just because you don't know what the hell they're doing or anything like that, but you show that she shows you that loyalty,
Yeah,
and you deserve both of you respect that. Both of you should have the loyalty, respect to one another. It's one thing. But what I'm saying is, and the scenario that I'm trying to use is somebody you know, somebody you spend the time you spend, 23 dates, like you said, for example, and things like this happen. It makes you wonder, why could I not find out about this when we first started? Some people can actually hold back into their emotions and everything,
yeah,
how they feel about one another because you want to be respected. But in the back of your eyes, it makes you wonder, what makes you think it's not going to happen to me? She's going to do the same thing to me. You get to know people. People can just say words, but actions speak louder than words. And if you're not
correct.
going to be bringing the facts to the table, and you said the truth is there's always three things, right? Yours, his, and the truth, right? Whatever it
Yep.
is, it's just how it works. You have to kind of be loyal to somebody like that. But when you're dealing with a date and you've been with that person for 23 dates, and you're still kind of seeing each other how things work out, then you start to question. You start thinking like, is it worth it for me to continue doing this with somebody like that? You respect yourself
It-
on one
yeah.
way or another, but
No, yeah, yeah, yeah. You got to
you know
respect yourself at the end of the day, or else everybody gonna walk all over you, no matter what. Um,
what am I saying right there
Mauricio
from?
said from no one or from now on. I'm not sure which one he meant to say. You got to interview the ex to hear both sides of the story. So before you date this girl, you got to hit up her ex
Interview. Hey,
and
let me
interview
interview.
the
It's like,
ex.
so what things didn't work out between you two? Can you give me a warm up so I can write it down and get my list going?
And if she got cheated 23 times, she must be doing something wrong. No,
Damn,
but see, that's what I'm trying to say though. It's just a scenario we're creating at the moment based
but that's a good
on the
point though.
information. Based on
That's
the information that it was given, what if she dated those 23 dudes, and out of those 23 dudes, she only slept with 5 of them in the last 2 years?
I don't fuck.
Okay, I see.
Fuck.
See what I
Okay.
mean? Okay,
Okay.
okay.
Assuming.
Okay, so
Okay.
whatever Mauricio is saying, it can be factual, but what I'm saying is not. You see what
If
I
she's
mean?
getting
It's
cheated
all
23
depends.
times, but that's crazy though. Here to me, she sounds like she's just bouncing in relationship from relationship. She was dating somebody for 23 times in two
If she
years.
gets cheated 23 times, yes, she's doing something wrong. The red
Hella
flags
wrong.
are the you keep choosing the same type of men.
What happened? No, that's a
You
good
see what
point.
I'm
That's a
You're
good
choosing the
point.
same type of men. And that's the thing though. Like whenever women like a lot of women they have preference. And so they usually go for someone like 6 foot tall, has a nice career, blah blah blah. And they have like that expectation. But maybe that expectation for that dude that you just had is not
Hmm.
you're not the expectation.
Here's
So
the
yeah.
problem though. That
Mm,
also that makes a big thing too, as well, like you said about letting go. It is, and
yeah.
this is something thing. I think that's on your control as well. That's something you can control for yourself. That actually letting go of things. Like for example, not every person is the same way. Not every guy is going to be the same
Mm-mm.
way. But then again,
No.
you have a reputation to kind of protect for yourself and see how honest you're going to be straight with this person. 23 times you failed for dating. So, 23 times it hasn't been the mark for you. The question is, how are you going to word things to this man to make you believe that he's going to be okay with you after all this shit that happened with you? What do you have to say to this person? What do you have to prove to this person? What is it you have to do? Like Mauricio said, like exactly like he said, what are you going to do? You're the problem. And I'm not saying all men are perfect. Women are not perfect either. Sometimes us men are prideful, but women, you guys are prideful as fuck too. And I'm sorry to say that because it's true. Sometimes you gotta let that shit go and let be
Yeah.
yourself because then you have to restart. But the thing is, you have to be straightforward, honest with that person, be honest with yourself, most importantly, because if you're not honest with anybody besides yourself, you're a fucking fake. And that's pointless to continue to do what you're doing. So take some time for yourself, you know?
Yeah. We got one of the audience, Diego Vasquez. If they are going for a man that has money and looks, they need to know that those guys have options.
Hell yeah, they do. Every
Agree,
single man with money has
1,000%.
options. Period. I agree
Everybody
with you,
has
Diego.
options.
Welcome into the
Yeah, I
show, bro.
agree. Respectfully disrespectful. She ain't got. She
She
ain't
ain't
good
good
at
in
that.
the bed.
Oh shit.
This,
Yo.
hey, respectfully
Yeah.
disrespectful.
Maybe,
Glad you're
maybe
back.
so. Maybe
That's it.
so.
I mean, damn, 23 times though, bro. Marriage is for the poor.
Marriage is for the
Uh,
poor.
let
All
me
right.
ask. Let me ask right here, my boy Rafa. He's the one that's married.
What?
Is marriage for
Marriage
the
is
poor?
not for the poor, dude. But it's his opinion. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I respect it.
No,
It's
but
not for the
like,
poor. I mean,
y-
I was broke.
I don't
So,
know. I don't know. Like, I don't know what to say about that. I mean, you know,
but no, I think that at the end of the day, it's very important to let go of the things that we cannot control, dude. You see what I mean? Like,
yeah,
there's certain situations that eh, we have to like have the self discipline and tell ourselves we need to stop right here, right now, and we have to take control of our life. And in the things we can control, we have to manage that shit.
I agree.
Period.
I think it's
Um,
you do have to agree with that.
the best example about life is that it's kind of like a wave. When you're at the beach and the wave hits you every time, like you're not there's so much you can do on just standing in front of it and getting hit after hit after hit. The way you cannot control the waves coming at you, but you can manage around it. You can manage going under it, the wave. You can go above it. You can go to the sides. That's one example of life how you can manage the things you cannot control, but the things that
Okay.
you can control. are within you. Like for
Right.
example, you can control what you eat. You can control your exercise. You can control if you go to sleep at 9 p.m. or if you go to sleep at midnight. You have those controls. That's what I have to say about it.
I mean, yeah, but those are controls for yourself. That's something that you, like you said, you
Yes.
control that because that's for yourself in your life, being on what you want to pursue and continue to do. That's something you have. What I'm saying is, I think there's a lot of things that we know that we can control, but what I'm in a way you have to have some kind of help that
If
will
you cannot
remind you.
control it, if you
Yeah,
can't control it, let it go.
but what I'm saying, this is what I'm trying to say. What I'm saying is
Give me an
sometimes you need a
example.
reminder. You need a reminder. Not an example. You
Mhm.
just need a reminder. There's moments in your life you probably feel all stressed out and freaked out about shit that you just kind of like, fuck,
Take a
you're
deep
just
breath.
overthinking it. But then
Take a
sometimes
deep
you have
breath.
yes, but
No,
even
no,
when you're
no,
doing
no.
exercises for that shit, you gotta kind of look out for yourself. And there's people that are gonna look out for you and say, you know what? I I look at you, I see how you are, something's not
Mhm.
right, your personality has changed. What's going on? And then you let them know, hey, this is what's going on. And then they're kind of have to string your mind and tell you, hey, you can't control that shit. Let it go. And that sometimes you have to kind of do that. You have to just flow, go with the flow and enjoy your life. And eventually you'll get over certain shit. And you're like, okay, you were right. Shit. I just need a
Mhm.
fresh reminder because you know it. You know what you have to do. But sometimes when you
But
talk to
a, f-
people, they'll
a
bring that up
fresh
to you.
remind, the fresh reminder for you or for anybody else is when you're feeling like you're stressed the fuck out, like you're feeling overwhelmed. You know when you have that feeling, you know what happens. So guess what? All you gotta do is you just gotta sit down or stand up and take a deep breath. Do the
Yeah.
things that you can control.
Yeah.
Focus on your breathing, and then clear your mind and focus on one problem at a time.
Yeah.
Is one step at a time all the time. It's kind of like if you're stressing about paying the fucking phone bill, then you know what? Take a deep breath, fucking think about how you're gonna pull all the money together and then pay it. Or if you need like payment plans, do the payment plans. But there's always a solution to everything.
Mhm.
So that's what I'm saying. You gotta let go of the things you cannot control.
You have a point.
Because let me tell you one thing that you cannot control, Erwin. You cannot control being 6 foot tall or being taller than that. Am I right?
Damn, that's short king problems, bro. I can't change that shit.
All right then. So
Short
you
king
gotta
problem.
let that go.
Yo, that
You
that
see
one's
what I
not
mean?
even that one isn't even the bucket list that bugs me. That's that's
See?
like okay,
Eh,
I count
No,
my
no, no.
losses.
But some
God
people
didn't
do
want me to be
stress
tall.
about it. Some people do stress about that shit.
Yeah, like those guys
And
that say they're 5'11", they say they're 6 foot. I know
yeah,
some of I know some
so
of them.
and some of those are gotta let go.
All
Like
right, what else
LeBron
we have?
James, he cannot control the hairline.
Hey
He
man, leave
cannot.
him out of this shit,
It's
bro.
time to let it go.
Oh shit!
All
All right, let's
right,
see what the next one.
Jay, and those men with options have leverage in a relationship. So, who is the price in that scenario, men or women? Um,
Hmm.
depending.
Let me read this again. And those men with options have the leverage in relationships. So who
Mhm.
is the price in that scenario, man or woman? Huh. Well, to be honest, I
Depending.
feel like the leverages onto relationships and stuff like that. I think the woman easily can get into a relationship quicker than a man. I really do think that.
It
I
depends.
do. No, bro. You have a
No, we're
fine
assuming that
ass
the
girl
woman.
sitting at a club. She gets a relationship. The first thing she's gonna get hit on real quick. A guy has to put
I
in the work
agree, but the thing
quick.
is that woman has standards. Does that make
Oh
sense?
boy,
So if a bunch of dudes trying to hit on her, guess what? She's gonna reject half of those dudes
I
or
bet you she
more.
won't. I bet you she won't.
It depending, right? We gotta see the scenario a little bit more.
Phew,
I think.
I'm
Like,
already seeing the scenario right now. But go ahead.
all right.
What is
So
it?
Diego has. Well, if you were rich, there's an average high chance that you wouldn't be married. Mm,
I think he's married. Yeah, next time.
probably.
I mean, you
I
could,
would have a sign
in
a
a way. I'm pretty
prenup,
sure
but
that's what I was going to say. I know you were going to say about that prenup because you're like, hey, you met me when I was like
no.
this,
You
or
know what? I think I have met people who are rich and they actually are married. Some of them are married and they have signed a prenup for sure.
Oh yeah,
So
for sure.
cuando voy al
Um,
mar, yo me
yo me
mojo.
mojo. Well, ay, perdón. I mean,
Hey, I can't
Jake
swim.
Contreras
I'll
can't swim.
drown.
Hey man, I got you. I'll
Okay,
go
so
save
you
your
can't
ass, bro.
swim, but Jay, I'm assuming you know how to drive, right? So let me get a scenario on the dry land.
Mhm.
If you see a road and there's a bunch of
This
fucking
fucking
holes
guy.
and a bunch of fucking bumps in the road, what are you gonna do? Eventually you're gonna drive through them, some of them, but you're gonna get a flat tire. So you gotta manage around those shit, you know? Same
Yeah.
thing. There's obstacles in life that you gotta manage through it. Diego, neither is the price. The price is the bond and the relationship that you two have. Good. I agree on
Well,
that.
on that one, I mean, I agree with you on that. But as long as both of you guys are pushing one another to be a better person, it doesn't mean
But
to
see,
have somebody else walk into your life. You know what I mean? It's just push each other to be better in a relationship. Then fuck it.
but
You
see,
know.
I think what Diego is saying is that you both work together in creating that bond in the relationship. It is that um how would I say this? I'm trying to find the words, man. Um I think like we're coming off of scenarios that we assume the girl is gonna be shady as fuck. Does that make sense?
But do you blame us though?
I mean, a little bit because yeah, we also have the choice of picking the girl that we want, right? So whenever we go on a date, we choose the women, and then even though we see the red flags, we still choose those girls.
You see the red flags and you still go on a date.
Motherfucker, depending how horny you fucking are. Because sometimes you're thinking
Well,
with the head down there
well,
and not the head up there.
that
Does
head
that
down there
make
can
sense?
cost you a lot of money. Here's
No,
an example
dude.
right behind me.
No,
That's an
I get
example
it.
right here.
Exactly. You see what I mean? Perfect
I'm just
example, dude.
telling you. I'm just
Perfect example. Perfect. Let me ask you this. Knowing what you know now, would you still go through with it?
fuck no.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, buddy,
Exactly my
but
point.
no.
Sorry, buddy.
I mean,
Happy
I love you,
birthday.
bro, but fuck, happy birthday, bro, but fuck. Seriously, miserable, miserable. That's for sure. I'll
But you
admit
see
that
what I
shit.
mean, though.
I mean,
You,
I won't take it back. I won't take it back because he gave me him. You know, great opportunity to have somebody
no,
in my
no,
life
no.
like him. You know, but
Yeah.
if I could, if it wasn't something that he wasn't in it, which I can't think about it like that, I just my dumbass
But the
stayed for
thing
too
is,
long.
you're
The
you're
biggest
not
biggest
regretting
mistake in my fucking
him.
life. Yeah,
Listen, bro. Listen. You're not regretting him. You're regretting who you had him with.
I
Because if
agree.
you would have it with
I
someone
agree.
else, you probably would have either still be together, or if you guys would have be separated, you probably be a better co-parenting. It's not, you
I
know
don't
what I
believe
mean?
in that. I don't believe in that. But okay,
So,
I don't.
my point is, us guys, we also choose the women, and sometimes we don't fucking beat one off before we go on a date. We go all fucking horny and fucking agreeing to everything the woman is saying. And we ignore the red flags that are presented in the front of us just because we're that fucking horny, dude.
I mean, I guess you
And
live, you learn, and you died, right? So
no,
that's
you
the
live and
thing.
you learn, dude. Yeah,
Yeah, and then
you
you
live and
die.
you
So,
learn.
yeah,
And
for
I
sure.
can't and I can't dunk.
Yeah, he's
Listen, if you're taller than 5'7", you can dunk.
he's
I
about the
believe it,
same height as me. He can't dunk. He has a bad knee.
dude. You gotta train those legs, dude.
Oh,
Do
he
a
has a
bunch of
bad
squat.
knee. He got a bad knee and bad
Oh,
angles.
yeah,
We
bad
know that.
knees.
I'm assuming I
I
know who
know
that
this,
is.
dude.
You got bad knees? No, dude. Yeah, he's not. Don't even pull it up. I know he won't even. He's been having it for years. So if I think I know who that is, he's not gonna do it. He loves his beer too much and alcohol, so I doubt that he's gonna drop that shit real quick.
Hey man, I just know that if you actually search knee over toes, guys, I'm actually starting to do this
What the
exercise.
knee over toe? Wow, that's a
You never
okay.
heard of this, dude?
No, that shit sounds
So the
okay.
knee over toe guy gives you
Mhm.
several exercises to do, and it will help you dunk. It will help you like recover your knees. Like
So those who are trying to dunk, there it is, guys. Go for it.
Yeah, so follow his program and you should be able to dunk.
Fine
So
daily motivations, Poppy.
yes,
all right.
sir.
All right.
All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. So we have here.
Yeah. See
Uh,
this
we don't need
respectfully
to stop
disrespect.
PUBG to teach y'all.
You don't need. I agree,
For
man.
the Tate
There's
brothers,
some new stuff about the Tate brothers, man, and I was actually listening to the
Google it.
Fresh and
Google it.
Fit, Fresh and Fit. Yeah. Let's
Oh
see.
shit, Mauricio changing his photo. Do you think there is
Ooh.
a double standard when it comes to value for men and women? Yeah, there is. There is a
All
double
right.
standard.
Let's hear it.
What do you
I
mean?
want to
Let's
hear
hear it.
that.
There is.
What is a double standard? Let me give me your. I want to hear your opinion on that.
Okay, so it depends. Like we need a female here in this conversation because women have certain standards and men
Okay.
does too, but they're way
Okay.
different. Like I don't know how to describe it. I know
Here, let me give you an
we have
example. Let me give you an example.
go for it. Go for it.
Okay. So you're a millionaire. You're making
Hmm.
bank. You're making money. You got everything set up on the life. You're a guy, and then you pick up. You see a fine ass girl pull up. You know you're gonna pull that girl real quick. But let's just say we flip the tables. She's a fucking top notch. She's doing her own shit.
Yeah.
She's independent. She don't need nobody. She's as independent as she is. You try to
Hmm.
catch her attention. You think she's gonna actually look at you and say, "Nah, boy, I don't even got time with that. I don't even want to waste my time with that." Compared to a guy that actually comes up to a girl, then you're in the different standard. The guy easily will pick
Yeah.
up the girl. But if you flip the tables around, you really think a girl like that's gonna look into you?
Maybe not. Depending. I mean, I'm a
I
good
mean, I
looking
haven't run
dude.
to that case, but I don't think
I'm a
so.
good looking dude. So I've been known to pull pretty hot women.
I
Just
just
saying.
don't think that. I don't think that that that's gonna happen. But when life gives
All
you
right.
lemons, you make lemonade.
That's right, dude.
Facts.
What is considered a high value man compared to a woman?
Hmm.
Mm, I mean, depending what you consider yourself your high value is. Like, here's the thing: a lot of men, between men and men, we think like, yo, whoever got the biggest dick. You know what I mean? Don't you?
So what, you're gonna be measuring fucking with with your
I'm
friend?
not
You're
saying I'm gonna be
measuring
measuring
tape.
fucking dicks with each other.
What the
I'm
fuck?
just saying, like, but I'm just saying, like, if you're dating this girl, you're like, yo, I just hope I'm her biggest, instead of like the smallest. But if you're like, oh shit, I'm her smallest,
Hey
you're
guys.
fucked.
Uh,
I have a torn ACL and I can dunk. Oh shit.
I don't know about that. I haven't seen him dunk in a while, so I don't know. There's no video proof
Hey
since that
dude,
torn ACL, so I have to
Mauricio,
see this.
I'm telling you, Mauricio, go check out Neo Bertol's dude. Do a few of those exercises. He has like he has tear every single ligament on his knee and done surgery twice, and he can dunk. So go check him out on those exercises and see if it can help you
My donut
dunk
in my
again.
car. I'm
Yo,
fucking
do you
shit.
dunk donuts in your coffee?
No, I like
No.
prefer cookies. Cookies or something. I used to like if I
You
have a
put
cup, yeah. If I have a
okay.
cookie,
You
yeah,
you
yeah.
put a cookie
But
in your coffee though?
I
I
just
never
did, but
done that.
yeah, yeah, it's good.
Nah,
I'll take that. Cap,
cap.
cap.
That's right. Te
The
mojan la
mo-
dona.
Le
Ay.
mojan the Nora Mauricio. Okay, let's hear this. I think the
I think
real
the real
scenario. Oh,
scenario
okay.
is living. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead, dude.
Okay. I think the real scenario is living in the Western world where we have an information overflow and women are driving by emotions and are easily pursued to do things that develop the value them to the most man. Yeah,
Yes.
I, I,
Yes.
I, I
This
agree
is
with you on
something
that.
that I feel like Diego also watched Andrew Tate too,
I,
because that's one. I feel like the connection there, but yes, I do agree on that. I feel like the American culture has that perspective, like he says, where like um, are easily pursued to do things that value devalue them to most men. So yes, I agree with you.
all right, this is insane. I just saw
And
that.
the only independent girls nowadays are
Okay, I want to
ooh
clarify that, ladies. If the shoe fits, that's on you. But these are our followers who are making questions or making statements, and this to me sounds like a statement.
Mm.
So shit, that's a first one. The only
Ah,
independent girls nowadays are escorts. A
but
la verga.
but
Wow.
it depends.
Good
I
one.
don't know.
That's insane. I never heard that before. Jesus,
A
shots
queen will
fired.
never look peasants.
Peasants.
What peasant way, while a king will turn a peasant to a queen. Ooh, shit.
Oh yeah.
But
Whoa, 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 whoa,
wait,
whoa.
wait,
Hold on,
wait,
hold
wait,
on, hold on,
wait,
hold
wait,
on.
wait,
Yeah,
wait.
yeah, I want to hear
Who?
this again.
What king has turned a peasant to a queen?
Hey, Jay Contreras. A queen will never look at peasants. Wait, hold on. A queen will never look at a peasant's way, while a king will turn a peasant to a queen. That's a. I want to hear that.
It's a
I
good
want to see.
point.
I do. I want to hear that because you're making me
I
think right now. Like
listen,
what? That
listen.
that.
Let's just say this: Shakira is single right now.
Jesus, sexy,
I
bro.
don't think Shakira will look at us and be like, "Hey, let's go on a date."
We're peasants for sure. Hella
Yes,
peasants in her books. And this is the double standards. You see the
yes,
double standards right here? That's what I'm saying.
I
The double
agree.
standards will be like Shakira's not gonna look at none of us. It's like, who the fuck are you?
Nah,
You're a peasant. You ain't shit. But
yeah,
if a queen actually would like somebody and wants to be with somebody, you're that successful, my respects will go to you if an actual girl does that. And a girl actually goes and say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna
but
turn you. What do you want in life? Imagine that. When are you gonna
yo,
hear that from a woman's
actually,
point of view, bro?
let me bring this up, and it just popped in my head. I think there's one queen who have tried to turn a peasant to a
What,
king.
Queen Elizabeth or what?
Mm-mm. J Lo.
Who? Who?
Don't you remember she used to date one of her dancers?
No. Don't.
What,
Don't
bro?
go Google. Don't go
Britney
Google me.
Spears.
Oh,
Britney
that's a dude.
Spears
Dude.
dated like that Kevin dude who was a dancer, one of her backup dancers. Tried to turn it into a king and fail. J Lo also dated one of the backup dancers, and they end up
Damn.
breaking up, and they is back with Ben Affleck.
Yeah. I mean,
So
that's and then Ben Affleck looks like he's stressing out too. So I don't know what's going on
I
there.
don't know, dude. But I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like, it's not just Andrew Tate, it's common sense. Yeah, true. There's a women in their 30s, and we can't keep dates because of their promiscuous belief.
Damn, Diego with the
Facts.
big words. God, I miss this guy
Let's go,
sometimes.
Diego. Let's go.
All
Like
right.
you said, women with money want an equal or higher in their eyes.
And I don't
True.
disagree. And I don't disagree. Like I said, I'm not like again, I'm telling you this again. I'm not trying to disrespect women. I'm not. I'm just proving the points. And
No.
if the shoe fits, I'm sorry, but it's the truth. You become independent. You're somewhere else. You don't need anything else. You don't take the opportunity to get to learn somebody. You want to be successful, cool. You're already successful. You want to find somebody successful, great. But why don't you take your time and actually say you find somebody that's a normal human being and ask him, hey, what is your dreams? What are your accomplishments? Just like a guy would ask you the same fucking questions.
Mm.
Why don't you do that? Why don't you take the
Yeah.
time? You know what I mean?
Mm.
It's
I don't
equal
know,
rights,
man.
right?
I
Equal
don't think
rights.
that. No, we don't want equal rights, do we?
Well, that's what we have now, don't we?
We want we want equity rights. We don't want
Oh my
equal
lord.
rights. I'll explain to you what that means later. Well, the
Okay.
men with money can wife a McDonald's worker because we don't care about their status as long as she's cute, beautiful, and loyal.
And I don't agree. And I
And
agree with you
loyal
and I disagree with
capital. The word loyal is
you.
capital with
Loyalty.
each word.
Loyalty. How
I
and
agree.
correct me if I'm wrong. Once again, loyalty, respect, and trust one another and push each other to be a better person. What else can you ask for? I mean, I'm sorry if
Yeah.
ladies out here that hear this shit. What do you expect a fucking Prince Royce looking ass good? Cool. That's fine. I understand that. But then if you're
Yeah, but
back to 23,
even
you know,
but here's the thing though. Even Prince Royce or like Romeo Santos or anybody like that, they started from the bottom.
yeah, but I'm not
Now
talking about
and
them. I'm just
then
talking you want your Prince Royce, like your charming prince is what I'm talking
yeah.
about. I'm
And
you know.
here's an example. Messi. Messi
Oh,
marry his sweetheart fucking back when they know each other that were broke. But guess what she did? She supported him all the way through. And
that's
now
loyalty.
that's loyalty.
That is
And
loyalty. I'll give
now
you that.
they're like together.
They're doing good.
And I'm assuming
And
forever and ever until either Messi gets tired or she gets tired. I don't know.
he might pull up Piqué. Be careful, dude.
Oh shit, man.
You might pull a
Shit.
PK, bro. I don't know. I don't know. But no, like I was saying in
Mm,
back to that, just it's really not asking for a guy for very much difference from anybody else. I don't. Your past is your past, whatever you done. It depends how bad it is. Some guys can do as perspective point of view and overthink about like, dude, do I really want to do this? But if
yeah,
in any case, it's like my biggest thing is a man is willing to pick up, like Jay Contreras says, pick up a wife that works for McDonald's. We don't care about your
yeah.
status. Let's just say that we don't.
Steeds.
We don't care. We don't care what's your status at all. Just all you ask is just to be loyal. Be a loyal person, and have respect for your partner, and then take care of each other. That's all that matters. At the end of the day, that's going to be
Yeah,
your partner. You're going to push better to build an empowerment together. You want an empire? Empire, take the empire. Make everything you possibly can to make it better for
and
yourself.
make sure you sign a prenup though,
I
because if
mean,
you don't, she
I
will
mean, if you
take
want to sign a
everything.
prenup, then
She will
I
take
mean,
everything away. And let
well
me tell
then
you who, Jeff Bezos. Look at it's crazy how as soon as the divorce were finalized, she became the richest woman in the world.
that is insane.
Do they even have kids?
I don't know, bro, and I really don't know if they do, but I mean, shit, it's just. And if they do, fuck, that dude's gonna be. I don't know, probably what is that called when you're married?
Dude, he has enough
Prenup?
money to like.
A prenup, right? Is what it's called.
No, they already
Prenup.
got divorced.
I know, but
It's
you're
already
divorced. You have
settled.
to go through a prenup and all that shit too. You have to be a certain amount of time or whatever it is. I don't know
Oh,
what
he's
it's. I think
enjoying.
it's.
Jeff Bezos,
Oh,
I
he's
swear to God,
fine.
he's
He's living his
enjoying
life,
life. Yeah,
and that's when they get
he's
mad the
fine.
most. That's when they get mad the most. The moment you're enjoying your life, you're doing better. That's when they get even more madder. Why? I don't know.
Depending.
Oh, they
Maybe it
do. They
means
get
more
worse,
money.
bro. They get hella worse. They do.
Yeah.
So I mean, just that case scenario. But like you said, here's a lot of the comments that we had today. I mean, very
Oh
interesting
yeah,
comments
dude.
today. Not fuck. I can't. Shit.
And we appreciate each and one of you for those comments. So I do appreciate it.
And just
Keep
like I
in
said, clearly, like we were talking about, bro. I don't want nobody to make it. If the shoe fits and you feel that we disrespected you, I'm sorry. That's you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's just how it is, and it's how we see. And you want to prove us wrong? Shit, comment right below. Because I mean, if
No,
you
don't
have your
comment. Come
personal
to my show. Come
or
to the
that
show. Let's talk about
or
it.
that works. We
I'm
can bring
down
them in
to
here.
have a serious conversation with anybody about this type of topics like this, because at the end of the day we got to clear things up. I mean, eventually we got to come and face the truth at the end of the day. So it's one of those things where, like, I don't mind if you don't want to come to the show, then yeah, go ahead and comment down below. If you don't, guess what, there's our emails down there, right there. Email me. I'll make it anonymous for you guys.
Yeah, you don't
So
have to show yourselves your presence, but everybody here that come in today, I appreciate all you guys that actually kind of came into the conversation and actually say what you guys had to say. I like a lot of the feedbacks here that I heard. And then one that I'm
yeah.
still stuck with right now is AM with the only independent girls nowadays are escorts. That to me, I'm still stuck with that.
Shit.
That one,
Really?
yeah,
Yo,
because
let
I
me
never heard
this.
that before. That shit was like,
L-
damn.
l- Let me ask you this: do
Mm.
you think that prostitution should be legalized across the states?
we we talked
We
about this
talked
and
about it. Yeah, we talked about it. But let me ask it again.
uh, I don't know, man. Then
You
definitely
don't
the
know?
divorce rate's gonna go up hella high. That's for sure. get ready
Shit.
for get, get ready for that shit real quick. Divorce rate's gonna
Yeah.
go to the roof. There's
No,
no.
because think about. I mean, yeah, if divorce rates will go up for sure, but man, I just wonder why hasn't it been legalized? Because think about it. Like in my head, I'm thinking like, yo, at least like girls will have health cares and fucking like if it's legalized, they will probably have some sort of health care or mental health
Yeah, that's gonna
and
be an expensive ass healthcare, bro. That you,
evaluation.
you gotta go get checked every week.
Oh
That's
shit.
for sure.
Well, yeah, you have to check yourself. Why
Uh,
wouldn't you?
Dude,
I
let's
don't
see.
mind getting checked. Do you?
I wouldn't even care about doing prostitution. I'm good, dude. I'm out.
No,
No,
no, no, no. I'm
thank
not
you.
saying if you're
I'm good.
like a prostitute. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, would you want to go get checked? Have you gotten to go check?
What do you mean? What do you
Have you
mean?
checked yourself, bro?
Yeah, of course. The fuck?
Okay, then.
Oh,
Why you gotta make it so complicated?
because we're not talking about me. We're talking about the prostitution shit, not about me. We're talking
No,
about
no.
them. First of all, like, what the fuck? Oh
Shit.
my god. Let's see.
Those
Go up
escorts
one.
are low
Go up
key
one.
and only work out of state. Oh,
Yeah, they probably go down to.
It's hard to text. Yo, we gotta. Yeah, it is
Let's
hard
see.
to text that.
So go back up one more of 757. Diego posted something. I couldn't see it
Oh,
above that one.
757, Diego.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh
It's
shit, I
literally
didn't see
happening.
this coming either. It's literally happening in real time. You can look for older women with your belief, and that will be most likely you too. Okay.
I agree.
All right, check yourself before you wreck yourself. Damn right.
Damn, Am, you have some experience, bro? You got something to tell us? Let's hear this story, bro. Shit. AM in the
Yeah.
building out here doing
Have you had
some.
your escort before?
No.
No. That you get red, dude. Yo, here's the thing. I don't
It's
even
not
know
red.
where
It's
to
just the lighting,
contact.
bro. I promise you.
I don't even know where to contact to get an escort or anything like that. Look in my single times. I was like, "Yo, I want to hit somebody up because shit." But even then, like, I didn't know who to contact. Like, people like, "Yeah, just go to Craigslist." I'm like, "But I might get a dude. I don't know
Wait, you can
who."
actually do that shit on Craigslist? For real?
I think so. Back in the day, they were saying
Fuck.
that.
That shit still exists? Craigslist? What the fuck?
It's like that movie, Horrible Bosses. I'm a man looking for another man. just looking,
Oh,
just looking for
shit.
some. to do some-
The
They're
there's older
they're
girls that
older
are
girls
lonely.
that are lonely because of those same beliefs, and young girls think that they will be the exception. I agree. If they gotta learn
Sheesh.
from their history for sure. A lot of people gotta learn from. Oh, let's
Just
see.
go
Just
to
go to.
London Bell. So
I
you're
don't even know
telling
where
me
that
to
is,
London Bell is a new bar, club, restaurant, whatever you want to call it.
baby. I'm going to London Bell, baby. I'll be back. I'm just playing.
Lo-
I'm just playing.
Damn, London Bell. That's
Erwin,
crazy.
road trip. Let's go.
Let's go.
You will
Let's go
see us
London Bell.
live from London Bell.
Cat. Damn. Looks like we're gonna have a live event in London Bell directly. You might not be able to hear shit. London kid.
London, ¿qué? Cap.
Cap. So Diego, London Bell is a new club bar restaurant, if you want to call it. At certain hours, it just becomes a bar restaurant. No, bar club. Sorry, it's literally right next to what is it called? Uh, White Horse in I forgot the other one.
The
Fuck,
names
what
are
is it
getting
called?
more suspicious every
No,
time.
no, no. It's just
To
fuck. It's right
this
next to.
fandom, London. No,
N- No, what the fuck? No, just look Utah, bro. If you're gonna look, no, it's right next to
London
the.
Bell,
I forgot what
Utah.
it's called.
London Bell. This place.
That's it.
All right,
That's
let's take a
it.
look at the location. Let me drop that
Literally
little
right on
dude
Main
here.
Street. Literally on Main
Yay!
Street.
All right,
So it's on that side. Yep, that
this
side, and yep, it's facing right around there.
no. Oh, right across from
Yeah,
Whiskey
Whiskey
Street.
Street. Next to Whiskey Street, actually, right next to Whiskey Street and White Horse. And there is another one. I forgot what
Oh,
it was
okay.
called. Yep,
Right there, London Bell, next to
yep.
Whiskey and Ramen Bar.
Mm-hmm. That's what it is. That's exactly where it's at.
Yo, Diego, where you from, man? Let us know if you're from Salt Lake City or not. Vámonos, let's
He
go.
said, "Let's go." Let's see the. A
London
ver.
Bell. Tienes las nenas con la combi completa. Ay, if you're
Yo
giving
quiero la
some points.
combi completa. ¿Qué?
Que chucha culo
Culo
teta.
neta.
Your podcast special guest featuring me. You can call it text right
Tax
off.
write
Hell
off.
yeah.
Damn.
Let's do it.
Oh shit. Well, whenever you want some time, Diego, fuck, pull up,
Yeah,
bro.
man.
Let's
Let us
do
know.
it.
Yeah,
Let's
Jay,
do
we realized that you meant completa,
complete
not complete.
auto correction. We know that shit. Oh
Yo
man, but
quiero
no
la
for sure.
combi complete.
Quiere la combi complete. Oye, lo nada más. Jay Contreras out here has some experience out there, man. Shit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But yeah, bro,
Well,
I don't know,
guys.
man. This is pretty good topic for the day. I mean, it completely kind of brought up a lot more than I expected, but definitely something
Yeah.
that, like I said, again, I'll repeat again: don't get your panties in a bunch if the shoe fits. That's how it
Damn,
is.
bro, you keep
So,
mentioning that. I think they heard it
well,
like the first
I
time you
have to
said it.
remind people that. So, what the
Wait,
fuck?
what?
What? uh,
Zorra, I swear.
Zorras, I swear.
All right.
But
All
no, but
right.
yeah, for sure though. Like I think that's a pretty good place to leave this at. I think it was a perfect
Yeah,
topic for the day that
definitely.
we actually focus on that. And you want to add anything else to this, Rafa, yourself?
No, I'm good. I think like going back to the points of learning to let go. Uh, I think it's
I'm sorry, bro.
self-explanatory and stuff. If the Zorra fits, it's you. I love it. I love it.
Fucking shit. Oh my.
No, dude, this
Okay.
is great. This is a great, great episode. Thank you so much.
All
Well,
right, guys.
ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Talking with Rafael with your host Rafa and the Erwin Show. Respectfully, make sure you hit the like button, comment down below, and make sure you share with your friends and family. Till next time, Erwin.
I'll see you guys later. Have a good night. Thanks for joining us today. We'll be here on the next episode at 7 o'clock p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So we'll hope to see you here for more feedback and we'll be in touch. Other than that, have a good night and be safe. See
Peace.
ya.